Okay, in one of my early... yeah, in one of my earliest videos I've made this swappable hotend, which was able to disconnect this Bowden tube. It also enables adding different tools like this laser engraver and this grinder. I designed this custom connector. While I was working on the design of this video, I came to the realization that this system might have become obsolete. Hi, I'm John from Proper Printing, and in this video I'm going to add a flexible direct drive. I've bought a flexi drive. It's this flexible axis. You can buy all non-printable things as a kit, like these bearings and some nuts and bolts, and of course these gears, another gear, and some lube. It covers basically everything except for the printable things. You can of course buy these printable things. They are a bit tricky to print. The walls are pretty thin, and I have printed everything out of carbon fiber reinforced nylon filament, and they came out pretty good. Yeah, the reason why I've chosen for this system is because I'm going to do some modifications. Of course, this will not be a video of me just putting this product onto a printer. Yeah, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it detachable. As you have guessed, detachable flexible drive extruder is nice, so that's what I'm going to make. First I'm going to put this whole thing together, mount it onto this holder, and then I'm going to print something cool with it. It's a nice and small package, and yeah, it looks pretty decent. Normally this part can just be added onto the printer, and the flexible drive shaft goes into here, and it has a D shape. But I want to make it detachable, so I have already made a design. On one side it's the D shape, and on the other side it's a regular hexagon bit. So I can, here we go, use an M5 hexagon screw to mount and unmount it. Yeah, the only thing that I have to do is cut this on this length, so I don't need this thread. And I have to make a flat side to it, so this will be my D shape. This one is based on the custom connector. It has the same connections. I can push this in here, and this color here is used for clamping. And now here is the hexagon connection. So, and if I turn here, then it... The TBM 220 bench drilling machine is suitable for coordinate drilling, but not for milling. Well, let's see if this will fit. Okay. Yes, nice. And it's rotating. Let's immediately check if this fits as well. Yes. It does. So what I've realized is that I don't need that connector anymore, because I can just add a connector like this in between here. Yeah, that's something I'm not going to do in this video, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to print with flexible filament, of course. These are pretty old, and as you can see that these soles are pretty worn already. So what I'm going to try is I'm going to design some soles and print it out of this flexible filament and see if I can give this shoe some new life. I'm not going to trace the bitmap, because that won't make a path, so I have to draw it myself. So I select this tool and select this one. I can just insert SVG there. I have to use the actual drawing, of course, to determine the scale. It's easier to make the design in here and then add it into Fusion. Funny profile. And now I want to add some text, and it's going to be follow me. You shouldn't wear this if you are a burglar. It's going to be in a mirror image. Stroke to path, please do work somehow. And now you can see what happens when the text isn't a path. Okay, cool. It takes a while, but I will get there. I decided to make it a bit simpler. I have, instead of a pattern like this, I've made this pattern a lot more coarse. Now it's this. I have added the text, follow me. Okay, I have to fine tune the settings of the printer. So I will start up the printer and see if it works. Okay, this is sick. I have removed this flexible shaft, and I can just use this hex screw, and if I rotate this, the filament is purged out. I'm using Octoprint to control the printer. Let's see if it works, if I'm going to print this. Oh, stop. Yes, okay. I didn't see that one coming. Okay, this has sprung loose. Okay, now the nut is rotating, and wasn't before. And I don't see any material still. Why not? Okay, I have to reverse the direction, and then I'm going to try it again. Okay, I've changed the each step value into a negative value. So in theory it should rotate the other direction. and it cannot cope with the negative value. I don't want to upgrade the firmware because I'm lazy, so I'm going to rewire that extruder motor. Okay, I've reversed the wiring of the stepper motor, so hopefully if I print, then it won't make any strange noises. How to screw up a printer? Well, this is one way to do it. I'm definitely having a great day right now. I have demolished my new mainboard. This is not the sound that it should make. I think I've blown out one of the stepper drivers. For this video I'm going to place this board back again, modify the firmware. Sorry Kenny for demolishing the board that you gave me. I've replaced this big TrueTech board back with the original board so I can continue. I have flashed the bootloader on that board, and I adjusted the direction of the extruder motor. So now I'm heating up the tool and I'm going to add the material and see if it's going to extrude in the proper direction. Let's see if it works when I'm going to extrude. Oh. Godver. There's literally coming smoke out of my printer. There's literally coming smoke out of my printer. Holy shit. I always said that if I'm not succeeding, then I'm going to put the video out just as well. So I'm going to buy a new board, and before I'm going to connect the extruder motor, I'm going to find out what I did wrong with the wiring. I definitely screwed up big time this time. I've shown that it's possible that you can have a detachable direct drive. That was the goal of this video and that kind of worked. But for now I cannot show if I will able to print with this material. For my next video I need a detachable direct drive for something else than printing that flexible filament. So that's what I'm going to focus on. If you like this video, then please hit that like button. If you disliked it, then yeah, just hit that dislike button. I still hope you have enjoyed this video, and thanks a lot for watching. And I hope to see you in the next video.